Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Dower here with another Options in Play video update. Today's video just kind of like a quick like thought that like crossed my mind, and I would not be surprised if you start to see like this type of scenario pop up a little more, especially if like the market starts to stabilize, and that's the idea of like leaders snapping back quickest, right? So one of the things we talked about on Monday was this whole idea of like waiting for like the best stocks to pull in to big levels, right? And then what we've been looking at and what we were talking about was looking to like buy some calls, some spreads, some sort of bullish strategy targeting bounces on these names, like either into earnings or like through earnings, right? Um, and you've had maybe the first signs of stabilizing in tech land because you had a strong day yesterday, pretty weak open today, pretty big bounce. Some tech is actually green and up a decent amount, and what you're seeing is like some of those leaders, which we were talking about, they're really starting to recover quickly, right? And what I want to point out here is that when we're looking at option strategies, or when I'm looking at option strategies for bounce, right? So like Cloudflare being like a good example. I wasn't involved with this one, but it kind of, and I'll talk about another one after this, but when I look at like a stock like this, right? So a leading name that pulls back into the 100-day, right? So good level, right? There's plenty of other setups that are awfully similar to this. So when I'm looking for a bounce, right? You get it, right? So I'm looking for a retest or a recovery of what it just lost. So in this case, looking for recovery of what it just lost. Like when I'm targeting option strategies, it's recovery of the move or maybe like a retest of the recent high if it just rolled off its high, right? Now, I wouldn't necessarily be expecting a breakout and another leg up until there's a substantial bounce in the overall tape. Okay, so like here's the difference. Like I'm looking for a quick or maybe like a faster recovery of what was recently lost, but I'm not necessarily targeting like a breakout and another push. Okay, so what I find is that stocks can make back what they lost a lot faster than you anticipate. But then to actually extend and continue to build on that, it's going to require the news, so like earnings, or it's probably going to require like the entire market to keep rebounding and really start to see like a pretty broad-based recovery. Okay, so if you're looking at some sort of setup, and this is what I'm doing too, if I'm looking at a setup, it's mostly just like bounces to recover what was lost, reset some big moving averages, or maybe retest a high. And then for breakouts, right? So for Cloudflare now, I'd like to see maybe like a few days consolidation, a couple weeks consolidation. And then if you see the overall market start to tick up, then maybe I'd be looking for a breakout. Or if there's like news, then maybe I'd be looking for a breakout. But right now, this is a huge, fast recovery, and like that to me was the trade. Now the next trade is going to need some more work. Okay, so it was just at the top of my mind because I'm starting to see it play out a little bit more, and also because of the fact that we've been talking about these types of reversal setups pretty consistently now for the last week and a half. So when you are looking at these trades, or if you do look at these trades, I just wanted to walk through my thought process. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information about these ramp into the reports or swing trading with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Have a great night. Stay well. I'll talk to you tomorrow.